initiative. As I told you last week, we had a wonderful, wonderful time at the Fall Festival out at the University of Indianapolis with my community partners, Dementia Friendly Indianapolis, Sokoa Aging and In-Home Solutions, Dementia Friends Indiana, and 46 caregivers and providers, man. And it was a success, especially 3 years in when you plant a seed and say, this is what we're hoping for, and then desire to accomplish is sweet to the soul. The curator, my little sister, who slam dunked it last week, Holly Hess is in with me with Dementia Friendly Indianapolis. Little sister, I have to give you that love because you turned it up and turned it out. I say we, but there's always the captain of the ship. And great job last week.
Well, thanks so much, HB. That's such a kind way to introduce me. And it's just a blessing to be able to lead Dementia Friendly Indy and bring all the wonderful community partners and organizations together to have fun events like the Fall Festival. So it was great. I'm so glad that you could be there to talk with the community. I know they love you a ton and you're doing great.
I'm just jumbo love, Holly. You know, I don't change up. I just do exactly what I do. If you like my flavor, you can, keep on taking it in. If it's too strong for you, sorry, because I'm committed to what we're doing. We planted this seed, as I was just mentioning, 3 years ago, and we kicked it off over at Sokoa and had dreams of this happening.
Yeah.
And when we talk about the first year to the second year to this year and the impact that it has for the caregivers, knowing that they have a place to go to get these resources and this information, it is so powerful. And that was the true intention of what we were doing. Tell them a little bit about Dementia Friendly Indianapolis, and then we're going to take a flashback to last week and that ecosystem, as I like to always talk about, of some of the providers that was there.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that you bring up the kickoff event that happened so long ago, because it's just like, wow, things have just grown a ton. But Dementia Friendly Indy, it's a local community initiative. So I work for Sokoa. We oversee the initiative, but it is not just about Sokoa. It is about learning what is going on in the community and helping create a welcoming environment for those living with dementia and their care partners. So our action team oversees Dementia Friendly Indy. So HB is part of the action team. All sorts of professionals and people living with dementia are part of our action team. So we just come together to say, hey, what can we be doing to create this welcoming environment? So, the Fall Festival, that's just a fun event. And that's, we wanted to bring people living with dementia and caregivers to a fun place where they can also get resources and information. So just trying to figure out what else can we do for our community to create this welcoming environment. So there's nothing that we have to do. It's all based on what our action team feels like we need to be doing. So, again, we share resources, dementia education, and we, everybody's welcome to join the team too. If you're passionate about creating a dementia-friendly community, you can come join HB and I in this initiative. We meet monthly, but attendance is not required of action team members. It's just required to, be a part and share all the good work.
Spread that word. I don't mean to cut you off, but just spread that word. The most powerful way that we can be effective is the word of mouth. And all we need for people to do is they come and tell 5 people, and those 5 people tell 5 people. Now it brews much like we saw last Wednesday. First of all, let's give some love to some of the people who helped make this thing work, because the sponsors that we had from the first year to the third year, Holly, I had goosebumps looking at the participants that now are part of this team. So let's give them their love and then talk about the greatness that was the Fall Festival.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Like HB mentioned, we had some wonderful support. So, our action team members, some of them were vendors at the event. Some of them were sponsors. Our platinum sponsor was Advantage Senior Care, and they brought an ice cream little cart with them. That was a hit. I hope you got some ice cream, HB. But also Guardian Care was one of our sponsors. Yeah. What? Oh, you can't even talk. That's right.
I can't even talk, man. I got senior issues.
No, I totally get it. But yeah, we had some wonderful sponsors: Guardian Care, Comfort Care, 5-Star Residents of Banta Point, Hooverwood Living, Greater Purpose Senior Care, Alert Medical Alarms, Extended Family Services, Loving Touch Home Care Services, Miller's Mary Manor, and Nurturing Home Care Agency. 12 sponsors, 12 organizations that said, hey, this is important to have in the community and we got to support it. So, I mean, we couldn't do these events without that generous support and the support from our community organizations that see the need for having this dementia-friendly community. So,
I'm glad you mentioned that, Holly, because people see the name Sokoa, and when they see you out branding and being out in the light, they think that you got a lot of money. And they don't understand Sokoa is a nonprofit organization, and the only way that it works is through the donations, through the different providers, like you just mentioned, and grants and ways to generate funds to keep this wheel rolling. And they knew more of that. And that's the reason I do what I do. We had to break this down and let the people know, hey, man, this isn't like some just business out here, multi-million-dollar business. This is a nonprofit budgeting on a shoestring budget to make sure that our community gets information, awareness, and resources. And one thing that I can say last week, where we are really tapping home, Holly, is the public now is beginning to know and understand and come out. And last week, I think that was the biggest turnout I've ever seen as far as the community coming to see what resources and information was out here.
Oh, yeah. It was the best turnout we've had. And I just really love how intergenerational the events are. So, they're not exclusive to only people living with dementia and their care partners, but it's inclusive of them. We want our other community members to be able to interact with them and help, engage and help them feel supported. So we had, it was at UIndy. So we had a lot of students there who were interacting with the content. We had seniors there. We had professionals there. And that's what I like to see is just.
We had grandkids there. All ages. We had grandkids there with their grandmothers. Kids. Yeah.
We had everybody there. And that's what I want to see. This is, this is a community coming together to support each other. There's not, it needs to just be inclusive. So I was so happy with how it went. I even have
we continue
this from the event too.
As we can
finger painting
this, and I tell you, yeah, you already know. Well, as we close today, if they want to be a part of Dementia Friendly Indianapolis, how do they contact you?
Yep. So we have a website. It's just dfindy.org. So you can find out more information. There's a contact form on there, or, you can reach out to HB directly. He'll get you hooked up to the action team, or you can email me directly. My email is just Hess. It's on the screen at sokoa.org. So you can find us on our website or through HB and myself. We're happy to connect you with the team and the initiative and get you involved. All of our events and resources are on that website if you're looking for any of that.
Now, before we leave, we know that Dementia Friendly Indianapolis participates in several memory cafes. Do you have any upcoming that the community needs to know about?
Yes, thanks for saying that, HB. Yep. So, memory cafes are happening statewide and locally. On our DFIndy website, we have a list of them happening. I'll highlight specifically UIndy is having a memory cafe October 28th. It is art therapy. So some of their students will be leading that memory cafe. Also, the Beech Grove Library every week, I think it's Wednesday from 12:30 to 1:30, they have a memory cafe where there's chair yoga in one room, and then there's always a different activity in the other. And so that's a really awesome resource as well. And then Centerwell Senior Primary Care, their College Park location, they're having a memory cafe the day before Halloween. If you want to have some Halloween fun, October 30th. From 1 to 3, that will be happening at the College Park location.
Put this in
and
your
all
little
this is on the
calendar
website.
to put out.
Remember.
Let me put this in your little calendar to put out for your caregivers. Any of the caregivers next Wednesday, RadioNext.tv and Jumbo Love will be broadcasting live with the Lyrics to Voices campaign that I have out now, where I am taking poetry and diaries and memoirs and turning it into music. So next Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., I'll be out there doing my magic. I call it magic because, never, ever, ever did I think that the poems that I write could be the music that has been turned out now. And we're going to show our singers that your thoughts can be heard next Wednesday.
That's wonderful. Yes, absolutely.
How about that? How about that, Holly Hess?
Love it. Love it. You need to share it. Yeah.
Hey, man, I love you. I appreciate the work that you continue to do. And we're going to continue to breathe this message that Dementia Friendly Indianapolis is providing for the caregivers and care partners out here in our community. Great work last week, my sister. Let's keep smashing it.
Thanks so much for being there, HB. Thanks for having me.